Let me welcome you to the Smokebox. Windows up, couple in rotation. Hot boxed out about 3 or 4 faces.
Welcome to another edition of the BREALTV Smokebox. I'm Dr. Greenthumb, aka Be Real, with my good friend here, and returning to the Smokebox is my man John the Spider Salley, aka the Champ.
What type of nigga slinging bang in the streets? Bad boy. What type of nigga stay in the trunk for weeks? Bad boy. What type of nigga fly Bentley cool? Bad boy.
What times that is, you know what I'm saying? The first time we had you in the box was that special edition High Times Cannabis Cup. I want to thank you for joining then, because that was just like, you know, we ran into each other and, you know, things just happened.
Yes, it did, and I was so thankful for
and
it.
you know, a lot of people, let me just start this up. A lot of people came to us or in the comments on the last that Smokebox you were in there, like, we want Spider by himself. You know,
well,
we want
here by myself.
We want John the Spider Salley in the box. You know, like, you know, this interview style, right? Because, you know, we were throwing a lot of shit around in there, but, you know, motherfuckers love you. They've loved you from every team you've rolled with, and even outside of basketball. Because I see, like, when you walked around, you know, at the Cannabis Cup, and how motherfuckers embrace you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't do the fake stuff, man.
No,
like,
I know.
And I never ever took it so I'm a basketball player. I never you know what I'm saying? But I just thought I had a really good job. I got the job I worked really hard for, so I was blessed to get it. And then, you know, I just decided to start letting people know I was in this cannabis business. And it's really because of you. Because last year, when I saw your 2-story Dr. Greenthumb, and I was like, what's happening here? And I was like, I got to let everybody know. So I was holding it till I got in the smoke box. I said the only time they were ever going to see me smoke anything on camera was on this box. I swear to God, I told my daughter that, and you made my that made the bucket list. But now I'm in the caddy like I wanted to be.
Yeah, this is the caddy right here, the official, man. And you know, the crazy thing with a lot of athletes is you know, some of them, like, obviously, and you know this from you know, being an athlete and you know, dealing with other athletes and having friendships with them. Some of them don't have the plan outside of when they leave the game, whether it's baseball, basketball, football.
Right.
You always seem to have a plan. Like, you stuck into entertainment. You did the TV stuff, you did podcasts and stuff. You know, like, was that something that you always had underneath, like, while you were playing, like, shit, I'm gonna be in entertainment when I leave this game?
I did, man. I wanted to be Johnny Carson. And be real, the real deal is 1996. I came and I pitched a show, and about a late night show. Arsenio had been off the air 5 years. I had a different concept.
There was a big void too.
Right. People were trying it, but I knew I could do it. Back when Arsenio was first getting the show, I had a show in Detroit.
Right.
It came on while we were beating up on the Lakers in 1989. I just thought I'd mention that.
I remember.
Yeah, and so I had this show, and I knew I wanted to be the young Johnny Carson when I'm 32 years old. So I had this show, man, and Magic was one of my guests. And then one of his people said, yo, you got to deal with Fox. You should do a show.
Right.
And you know they can't have
Yeah.
two go on at once.
Yeah.
So then they put Keenan in the spot. Remember the Keenan Ivan Wayans show that lasted 6 months? They put him in my spot that we talked about, because they already sold the space for having, I guess, a black host.
Yeah.
And I just, man, was all pissed off. And in 2000, I got my shot on BET. So I got to host for 6 months. And that was a blessing, because I wanted to be a late night host. But then I did it.
Yeah.
So I wanted to do radio. Then Steve Harvey left, and so then I did it.
Boom.
Podcast. So now I got, you know, this Z420.tv. So being honest, we saw what you was doing.
Right.
We emulated it.
Right.
We NBC, you CBS.
Right.
We should get together and become Viacom.
Exactly. I like that idea, John Salley.
That's what I'm saying. We need, because we're both about this. I even got into the glass business. I everything you did, believe it or not, I've been following. I mean, I watch this show like
cool
a
shit.
fiend. I do. I watch it like a fiend. I'm doing everything online. Me and my boy Rocky and his brother, we started Splendor Glass, and so I'm making hookahs, bongs, all pieces, high-end glass, because I collect glass. So I got like 8 or 9 pieces.
There are a lot of great fucking glass pieces, aren't there?
I got some wonderful, like I have art too, right? So I
Yeah.
have painting on the wall. And as I got older, of course, your taste, and then I started smoking weed later in life. And then I found out what it was like out of glass. And that changed everything. And it's funny too, because I used to collect cars, old cars. And that's the way I treat my pieces. I'm like, oh, that's
Man,
that caddy.
You have to. There's the appreciation there.
Yeah.
The person who made it put those hours into it so that guys like us could be like, damn, I need to have that. And then we get it. And then once we gotta have that appreciation for it, and then show it off like now. And
Yeah,
then.
I'm gonna do that. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna have my man Guap, your boy. He's gonna come shoot my glass collection, and then you can fill it in on any show. Cause I literally decided to sell it. My daughter thought I was gonna like pass it down like I'm dying next week. I was like, chick, relax. I just decided I'm gonna start selling pieces and buy newer pieces. Like I got cool cats know they can count on me for 6,000.
Yeah.
I can always tell when I get a call somebody need like $5,000. Let me see what you made, bro.
See what you got. Let me ask you. I mean, you're a businessman. You're known for doing, a lot in that respect, like being an entrepreneur. But and this marijuana culture is relatively new as far as like all the new businesses and all the new products that are popping up in the last five years. All the shit is relatively new. But what was your first experience with marijuana, and when did you decide to take that trip into like diving in the culture as a businessman, not just
smoking?
Yeah, not just smoking.
I think it was 2006. I met these guys on Hollywood Boulevard, the first dispensary I saw.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
I remember that dispensary. Yeah,
and it was like he owned a place called Zen now down on Santa Monica, and it was like 1-800-GOT-WEED.
I remember that.
And I was like, wow. So I couldn't believe it. So I'm gonna go in. I don't care if I'm on camera. And then he sends me to get my script. When I go to get my script, I take Mike Epps with me. Because Mike and I got the script at the same time. I think I took Mike after I got my script. I went and got him and said, you got to get one of these.
That must have blew their fucking minds when they saw both of you guys walked in.
And let me tell you, nobody said anything. No, it was like,
oh, hell no.
It was like a peep show. Because it was like 17 people lined up, it felt like.
Yeah.
And you go in, and he was coming on script, and then when you walking down, and I was like, this is a business.
It's a business.
This is like CVS. Let me explain to everybody. CVS, Walgreens, and all that used to be a drugstore that sold soda pop and all that stuff, and they used to mix. Their doctors used to compound. What's wrong with you? And then they compound some stuff and give it to you. That was a drugstore. Now they decided to compound somewhere else, put it in the store, and send you to go get it. The new drugstores that literally heal you are right here.
Right here.
Right? This can heal 10 things. Well, can help 10 problems.
Let me ask you this, because I think everybody is connected to somebody that it's helped in that aspect, in the medical aspect. Because a lot of us know people that consume it as just, casual user. But do you know any people like that it's affected medically?
Yeah. Anxiety. It's helped one of my children with anxiety. So with pain, one of my cats, and I gave it to this lady who I had to prove to her she had lupus. And I said, well, first thing, let's get some of the heavy metals out of your body. Like I told you, I became a health coach, so it wasn't just me talking about what I read. It's being a health coach, I knew certain things that may help the body. So, first let's go there. But then with the pain you're going to get, she's sitting around and goes, yeah, they tell me I should smoke weed. And I said, well, let's get a high form of CBD in and let's see if we can relieve some of the muscles. And she is literally one of the happiest people in the world, according to her intake of cannabis. And she was like, that's what your angle should be and how it should be. And I was like, well, maybe that's what your angle should be, because you'd be the living truth of it. I also know it to be personal. You know, I would have anxiety attacks, muscle spasms in my back, my shoulder right here.
From all the years of playing.
Man, my body inside, they said, is like 80 years old. You know what I'm saying? And if I knew this, and this is when I found out, you know, they were talking about Kareem and Robert Parrish smoking weed.
Smoking all the time, yeah.
That's why they played into their 40s.
Yeah.
If I would have known about marijuana,
you would have played longer.
I would have played until my 40s.
I think that's why some of these cats are playing in their 40s.
Well, Kobe needs more weed.
Kobe should smoke more weed. I don't think he smoked any.
He doesn't smoke.
I don't think he's partied one day in his life.
Dog, he doesn't drink. He doesn't smoke. He doesn't go out.
Smoke some weed, Kobe. That's too. Well, I think he's accepted. Do you think he's accepted? That he's like
done?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is why. I had these conversations. They were like, you played with Michael, you played with both of them. And I was like, well, they're the same person. And somebody goes, no, they're not. I go, there's Tide and there's Tide Plus. And I'm going to tell you, Kobe, that mentality
Tide
he
Plus.
has is Tide Plus. But Michael and him and he are the same person. It was amazing.
Same character.
Same character. Like Michael wasn't Michael would drink.
He didn't party right?
He played cards in the room.
He liked to play golf.
And he's quiet.
He liked to compete, which is Kobe's thing too.
Everybody knows Michael's introverted. Everyone knows Michael doesn't talk that much, right? But when Kobe did it, he cocky. No, he's not cocky. He's Italian.
That's who he is.
Yeah, I'm a big Kobe fan, man.
Yeah, I am too. I think a lot of people are, and they're sad to see him go the way that it's going. But it's cool that
he can't go. He wasn't. If he goes out scoring 40 a game and then he quits, you like, Kobe, why'd you leave us?
Yeah.
But now every other game, Kobe, let me help you out.
Let me help you out.
Let me get out. And it's great that it's happening.
He got 5, and he, realistically, he had a shot at like 8 or something like that, 7.
I deserve 7.
You got 4.
I got 4, and then they said it. One guy said, "Man, you sat on the bench with the Lakers." I said, "Man, if you know what I did with the Lakers, you would be tripped out." Like
I saw those.
games. Papa Bear.
I saw those games. I was right there. I saw what you did, man.
Yeah, man, you got to get this game is a mental game.
You need. They need the direction. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's
a mental game. You can see that, man. I just tell you, the other day I was watching the Clippers versus OK. See, I watched it, and I watched OKC lose 22 points in 8 minutes, all mental.
That was crazy. They keep making mistakes like that, though. I see. You know what I mean? Like,
but I don't think that's a mistake.
In the deep games, they keep making those mental mistakes. I see.
Because the game is mental.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. I love basketball. I've watched since I was a kid, so it's cool to chop it up with you. Last question in the smoke box: what's your favorite strain you like to smoke? You said it in the other smoke box, but maybe your opinion has changed since then. I don't know.
Well, Blue Dream, I love Trainwreck, but then let me tell you, I got this tangerine.
The tangerine.
From my guy out there, and literally got back to the house, and I think your guy may become my new pharmacist.
There you go. It's all love, man. And we're smoking. These are Funky Field tips right here, BREALTV. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, go check me out, man, on Z420.tv, and then I'm gonna bring you BTV. I'm gonna put you down. I'm literally helping any way I can to make everybody in the they should be watching this like they watch the Daily Show.
Exactly, and they will. We're gonna get them there.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get them there. We're gonna buy a Comet and get them there.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's put it together.
Subscribe to the channel. Fuck with John, Sally. Leave your comments. All that shit. Peace from the smoke box.
Let me welcome you to the smoke box. Windows up, couple in rotation. Hot boxed out about 3 or 4 faces.